Yeah, all right. Here we are. Again. Tired G-Law on a Thursday night. And I see the gang's all here. Or all the important ones, anyways, right? Eva 23 and Brad Pritchard and Nixie. How's everyone doing tonight? Hello, Evie. Hello, Brad. Hello, Nick. Nick! I saw the trailer. Nick sent me the Dungeons and Dragons Dead by Daylight trailer. And I didn't answer because that's the kind of guy I am. I didn't have a chance to look at it till later, and then I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I should tell him I watched it, and then I didn't. But I did watch it, and I thought it looked cool. Looked interesting. Curious to see what that's going to be. I haven't played Dead by Daylight. Did I even play last October at all? I feel like I haven't played Dead by Daylight for like a year and a half. Instead of being tired, just acquire some stimulants. That's where the problem is. I've been drinking this Sprite for Thursday night Taco Bell instead of a Mountain Dew, like a respectable Taco Bell enthusiast. Oh, Nick. Nick says it's okay. I'm used to being ignored. Well, the fact that I brought it up here means that technically I didn't ignore you. I acknowledged you in this medium. This was my response. Was here. So in some sense, the fact that I live broadcasted a live video response to your post, that's like you give someone you ask someone for a ride, and they give you like an airline ticket or something. It's big. It's a terrible metaphor because I'm tired, but I don't even know if you know what I'm saying. You ask for a hamburger, you get a double hamburger. Something like that. Something amazing like that. Alali! What are we playing? Well, as Brad said, they put a ring on the moon. I never heard of this game until about 45 minutes ago. Here's the bottom line. The main game that I'm still playing is Trails in the Sky. I haven't been playing a ton of games this week, but Trails in the Sky has been it. But I could not deal with reading Trails in the Sky. I don't feel like doing it. It's too much reading. So, but I have continued to play Trails in the Sky. So what? And hello, is Mega EV7. Hello. I have to say it. Mega EV7, not the best Eevee on the internet, but eh. It's off to the dustbin of history with the Baja B last. I think I need to move back to it because I think it's the lack of late afternoon caffeine is the problem. This is well, that and the weird sleep. Not quite enough sleep. Although we did have a big development this week in Millieland, and that is that we've stopped having her sleep in her little I was gonna say entombment, her little enclosure where one of us would keep her company and camp out on the ground nearby. We stopped doing that, and so now Millie is I don't think I have pictures on my computer. I think they're all just on my phone. Yeah, I don't. So, Millie's been sleeping in our bed. And that's actually made things a lot easier for the most part. Because she's very chill when she gets tired. When she's not locked behind an enclosure. So, oh, thanks, Ali. You like the new chatting screen? The only reason that I'm doing it this way instead of the green screen was because I got like the room is all set up in the background for puppy visitation. In case, because people were saying, so there's her little pee pads that we have down there. There's her cooling pad down there. It's kind of folded over. And you can see all the gate. We still have gates up, so like she can't like I've piled so much all the shit that she's not supposed to get laundry and all sorts of other stuff is piled in that corner. My camping bed's rolled up in that corner. So there's a massive pile. So all the stuff that we don't want her to get into, I got some more over here. She actually chewed up a power cord on my lamp yesterday. So now I got some of these gate things, these guys covering up where I bought a new lamp and I got it plugged in, and now I've got like the plug outlet to the cords gated off. So it's, she gets cool in some ways. 2 months we've had her, and she didn't pay any attention to power cords until yesterday. So it could be a whole new era of excitement and danger. What's in the dresser? Clothes. It's clothes in the dresser. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Socks, underwear, t-shirts, sweatpants, sweatshirts, jeans, shorts. I've got some Under Armour. I do have, I think, 1 or 2 Under Armour shirts in there right now. I think they're in there. Behind the scenes with G-Law. So I got my, oh, my door is closed. I meant to crack the door. Hold on. Say hi to your people. Oh, it's a Millie Moo. Hey, Millie. Hey, Millie Moo. Oh, yeah. Yes. Hello, baby. Hello. Oh, yes. Look at the Millie Moo. She is. There's the Millie Moo. Hi, sweetheart. Hello. Hello. Oh, look how sweet she's being. You're doing you're doing tummies. Yeah, such a baby. So we gotta have puppy cam. Yes, you know. Oh, yes, what a sweet girl. What a sweet girl, huh? Yeah. Here, let's get some more light. There we go. Hey, hey, mouse. Nope, no bite. No bite. Kitty girl. Kitty girl. What are you doing? No, no bite. No bite. Don't be a biter. See, now she's getting crazy. Don't bite. You're gonna try and bite me, aren't you? Yeah, you are. No, no, no. You're not allowed. You're not. Okay. Do we have anything? All right. All right. Now you get down. Get down. Go on. Get down. Bitey. Come down here. Come down here. Or you can stay right there. Just don't bite me. Okay. So that's Millie. I think she's officially in the. She's in her teen equivalent, or the puppy equivalent of her teen years. She's become a little bit rebellious. Hey, Moo, get down. Get down. No. No, ma'am. I got a bunch of shit on my desk. Everything gets piled in places like my desk and wherever else that she's not supposed to go. Hey, Moo, come here. Come here, baby girl. Oh, yeah, come here. Come here. Silly girl. No. Hey, relax. You gonna be relaxed? Yeah, no, you could be crazy girl. You could be crazy girl right now. I can tell you be a crazy girl. we we got to get her a toy. All right, we got to get a toy. Stat. All right, let's get a toy. All right, you want some bully stick? There you go. Oh, I got it. I got you. Here you go, bro. You can bite that instead of Papa. Yeah. And sorry, I called myself Papa. All right. Well, now I've given her something to bite instead of me. So, oh look, Maggie Evie left. Let me see. All right. Does she like to occasionally destroy her pads? Yes. Yes, she hasn't been doing that. She hasn't been doing that for the last couple weeks. Uh-oh. She loves dropping stuff. Here you go, Mom. She's really good at chewing on things right at the edge of the bed or a chair and dropping it off the edge. But yeah, this is pretty good. There's some pretty good good millie shots right here. So the big thing we're trying to combat her now is she likes to eat her own poo. We've been working on that for a while. We bought the special things that you're supposed to feed them like treats. They treat them like treats. They're like, hey, you give them, but it's supposed to make their poo taste bad. So far, it hasn't worked. Now she's gonna bark at her bully stick. Here. There you go. She's also I think her teething is getting like more painful because I think that's why she started barking at the bully stick. Like when she chews the bully stick, I think sometimes it hurts her gums, so she barks at it. So we've been trying to give her other stuff. So like I think Brad, after you were talking about all the different things you can get animals. Like last week we'd gotten her like a pig snout and a pig ear. Amanda got a whole thing of like honey dried water buffalo tracheas, which she really likes. We already gave her one today, and we try to give her all these different things to chew. What are you doing, Mills? As long as she's not getting in any trouble. But when she does settle down for the night, she's super sweet. Nope, get down. Get down. Melly. Get down. Melly. Down. Down. Right now we're on the honor system because my bed... No, you can't have that. My bed is next to my desk. And so whenever she's on my bed, she wants to crawl onto my desk. And I've got a lot of clutter on my desk because over the course of the past couple weeks, all the crap that she could get at that she's not supposed to, we've been piling places she couldn't get to. And that used to be my desk. And now she can. My AC is also right next to my desk. So when she tries to step over to the bed, she turned on the AC, which blew up into her face, which is why she went back over here. So it's just a comedy. It's an ongoing comedy of misadventures. All right, Moo. Here. There, you can have your bully stick. Your bully stick biting you back? Yeah, she's definitely. What are you doing, Mo? Huh? What are you doing, Chili? What are you doing? Huh? Yeah. Are you being rambunctious right now? Huh? Are you being rambunctious? Yeah. It's not easy being the milker, is it? Yeah, it's tough times. It's a tough time in everything. She's really being. You got the tooth. Nope, don't chew on my bed. No, you don't. No, ma'am. Come here. Here, eat. Yeah, eat this. You guys can't see the look on her face, but her look on her face is there's a real FU look in her eye right now. Yeah, I know. What do you want from me? Huh? What do you want, silly girl? Huh? What do you think? Here, we'll get her. Maybe try another toy. Maybe I'll just do this instead of playing anything. Bring a rabbit. Here, bring your rabbit. Come on. Come on. Come on, bring rabbit. There you go. Rabbit. Rabbit is one of her toys that provokes the most violence out of her. So she's feeling particularly like bloodlust. And the thing that's silly is that that rabbit's got like the dopiest, goofiest looking face. It kind of downplays her ferociousness when you see the dumb face that rabbit got, but don't let her bite evidence, a structured approach. We'll need it later. Let's see here. I'll turn this a little bit so you guys can see her playing with rabbit. She's being all growly and stuff. Yeah, you can get that rabbit? You can get that rabbit? Huh? You can get that rabbit? There you go. Get the rabbit, huh? She shakes it up. You know things are escalating. But yeah, one thing is we didn't we've been pushing her walks back later because it's been getting warm. She actually had a heat rash and some digestive issues over the weekend. We think it's because it was just hot. So this is around the time I start streaming. It's about the time I've been taking her for walks lately. So actually today, when I got off work, she was crashed out, exhausted. She had zoomies earlier, but she was crashed out. So she really didn't start waking up until I was about ready to stream. So she did not get to go on her evening walk, which usually gets some of her energy out. I'm gonna have to shave her bald. I heard that doesn't work well for them. Supposedly, this kind of dog with the double layer coat, yes, that's a lot of fur, but if you cut that short, they're actually warmer. Like there's something about the way the air goes, like their double coat conducts air, helps cool them, which seems completely counterintuitive to me. You don't know how dogs work? I just know I looked it up about like because she's got like a thick coat. It's like is she gonna need to get her like haircut during the summer? And they're like, no, actually, that's like a mistake. If you cut a dog like this with the double coat, if you cut their hair off, they'll actually be warmer. Like they won't be cooled properly. So it's like, all right, that's weird. Florence probably knows things and is a vigorous researcher. Which it also depends on the breed. I mean, not all dogs have like the kind of double coat that she has. So, sir, did you lose Rabbit? Did you lose Rabbit? Oh. Good catch. Yep. She got some mad cat. She's been getting into playing fetch and stuff lately too. So yeah. Sometimes her like when she was sitting there being growly at me, she actually looks like she wants to mess me up. And it's sort of playful, but it's also like a little serious too. Like she's a little like she's got attitude and she's trying to assert dominance a little bit. So it's one of the things we've been working on. Because when I'm at eye level with her like this, it makes her think that she can treat me like an equal. And it's kind of weird, like when seeing her when I get down to her eye level, to see her like look at me that way, like, oh, I'm gonna see if I can put him in his place. I'm gonna see if I can make him be afraid of me. It's you could tell that she's trying to do that sometimes. She makes you fetch. She sort of has. Yeah. I mean, this case, it's like things fall off and then I pick them up. There you go. And so sometimes I do that. But the main reason I'm doing it right now and that I do it other times as well is because she'll get off and follow it down. And since you guys have such a great view for her, I want. There you go. I want you guys to enjoy all the Millie. Of course, I think at a certain point it does start becoming intentional. Like she's like, "Hey, I just realized if I knock this thing off, he'll go pick it up for me," and that sort of becomes a game. She right now she's like, "Rabbit, rabbit, please." The rabbit's got floppy ears that just inspire tremendous rage. When I shake the rabbit, you see her getting all crazy. I just shake the rabbit just a little bit. How you doing with that rabbit, Millie? Oh my gosh, you are so ferocious. Yes, you are. You're so ferocious with the rabbit. Yeah, you're so ferocious with the rabbit, Bill. What do you think? Huh? Yeah? Get that rabbit real good? Huh? You get that rabbit real good? Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're ferocious. Yes, you're ferocious. You're a ferocious girl. Yes, you are. Yes, you're ferocious. You're a ferocious girl. I think too, she kind of wants me to try to play tug of war with it because we had a tug of war rag, but once she gets too into tug of war, she just gets way too bitey. Like she'll just start biting at me. So we haven't been doing tug of war with her. You're gonna drop it. You're gonna drop it. But yeah, so we're hoping once the teething pain stops, she'll be a little less irritable. Like right now, she's playful, but she's also irritable. What do you think? You can see she's got a lot of she's got a lot of like aggressive energy. So, but when she calms down for the night, she becomes super like really sweet. Once she gets over the hump, she'll get real cranky and bitey. And then usually like last night, I just kept telling her no until finally she just went, and then she just flopped down on her belly, chin down. She looked like the saddest, most like it was like she's like I'll never move again, and like she fell over. It was like so like a teenager having a tantrum. And then she just laid there like completely limp, like she was dead. So, and hello, Avery. Up past my bedtime. Well, I think playing Moonring is I haven't even got to the point of introducing Moonring because I've been too distracted with Puppy Cam. Yeah, Moonring is free. All right, so here's the sequence of events how Moonring is on. And I don't know, I haven't even played it yet. So I might play it and be like, eh. But I've been in kind of a mood for roguelike. I was sort of eyeing up like the tome of Maj'Ayel tome or Tales of Maj'Ayel and different games like that. Adam, there you go. Oh, And yeah, it's free. It's on Steam, and it's supposedly completely Steam Deck verified. So if you are curious to try it on your Steam Deck, it should supposedly work really well. Not like marketing free. Like, yeah, I don't. What? Oh, she dropped her rabbit. Okay, all right, girl. Okay, I'll get your rabbit. All right. She's like getting all hype. She's getting all hyper right now. That rabbit, I'm telling you, that rabbit like inspires the bloodlust. Like she is amped up right now. Yeah, you are amped. Yeah. She's just going crazy over there. So yeah, I'm like all into the Steam Deck now because when we're all hanging out in like family puppy time out in the living room, um, I've discovered I really enjoy sitting in the super comfortable chair with my Steam Deck and playing Trails in the Sky on my Steam Deck on the recliner is like a super chill experience. It's probably the one of the main reasons I've gotten sort of hooked on Trails in the Sky because it's just like it's such a perfect game to play while you're sitting in like in a cozy, super soft plush chair. But so so back to the story that's taken me 28 minutes to get to. And Brad, I think you've heard of this game. There's a sale right now on Steam, and it's called the Steam Endless Replayability Fest, and it's triggered a few items on my wish list of items that I put on my wish list to like bookmark. And several of them are kind of roguelike type games. So, oh, Avery, you've beaten Moonring. What did you think of it? Because everyone who's reviewed it seems to think it's incredible. And sometimes when you see a game that's free, I take it with a great grain of salt. Like, how good is this game really? And are people just like because it's free, they're hyped about it? But it's actually like it's good for free. It's good for being a free game type of good. Are you getting that rabbit so good? Huh? Are you getting that rabbit? Yeah? Are you getting that rabbit so good? She's looking over at me now. No, eat the rabbit. Don't look at me like that. She's looking at me like she's like, pretend this rabbit is you, Papa. Yeah. The barking thing is new too. She didn't used to bark. Oh, she's found the squeaker. She's all like, oh. That's like the that's like the pinnacle of chew toy moments. When you find that squeaker, you get the bite just right so that when you start chewing, it squeaks each time. Yeah, what or someone who is involved in Fable, not necessarily like the lead designer of Fable, but someone that was involved in. Yeah, okay. Oh, hold on. I I got it for you. I got it, Mel. Silly girl. Are you having fun? Huh? Are you having fun, silly? You have fun with Rabbit? Yeah, you like playing this game? Yeah, you're pretty amped up, aren't you? Yeah, I probably should turn the lights down. There we go. Because I think part of the problem is we do usually keep the lights dim at this hour. And I turned on extra lights so you guys could see her better. But now it's too dark. Yeah, what do you think? Some soothing, relaxing lighting, ambient lighting, Moo? There. Now she can. She's 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 very amped up right now. All right, Moo. Hey. Yeah. Okay. The part of it too is she didn't get to go on her walk, so I think she's got a little extra energy that usually we get out on her evening walk. The puppy is so cute. I agree. I mean, she's oh, and just I don't know if you can see, but if I point this up, see that up there? There's Chauncey. That's Chauncey. It's a sweet old lady. Yeah. It's that sweet old lady, Chauncey. Cool. So, just for anyone who was wondering whether or not Chauncey was alive or not alive, she's right there. Yeah. If I recall, there were certain people in this chat, even, who had developed a sort of a conspiracy theory of sorts. It's not the same bird. Believe me, if Chauncey got eaten, Amanda would never let me get another. Mrs. G-Law would never let me get another bird. After the attitude that she's gotten from this bird from the last 15 years, I'm never gonna be allowed to get another bird again. I honestly don't know. For such a little thing, she's a lot to deal with. What do you think, Mills? Wow, you are. She's. I think she's enjoying this game though, where she drops it and then I throw it back to her. I feel a little bit like a tool, but it's kind of fun. She's like, it's all the times that I made her go chase a ball. Now it's her turn to be like, fetch, Papa, fetch. Go get it. There's also Mr. Slaw. Yeah, Mr. Slaw is Mrs. G Law. Yeah. She's been referred to as here, put it over here. So now the barking has got the attention of Mr. Slaw. Hey Millie. Hey, maybe it's time to, maybe you can relax a little bit. She's like sitting there panting right now. Hey Mills, hey, relax. All right, I think we need to give her something to de-escalate her a little bit. What do you think, Boo? Huh? What do you think? Here. Let's try this. We'll try this. No, the rabbit is going to go away right now. No, you had enough rabbit. Yeah, rabbit is going away. She looked like she was starting to like maybe wind down if she would let herself. All right. We're trying to calm her down, but I have a feeling she's going to be she's going to be back in here in about 15 seconds with that rabbit up on the bed barking. So she's a little I think she's a little tired, a little overstimulated. Yeah, Moonring is turn based. I mean, it's very like Adam or like a lot of, well, I guess I haven't really played these kind of games on my channel. There's this whole genre of games that's like this. Um so what it was is there's a couple games on my wish list that are on sale because of Steam's got this endless replayability fest going on. And one of them, Brad, it shows that you own this one, but you've only played it for a couple hours. And it's called The Doors of Trithias. It's like an open world one that's a little bit like Tome, Tales of Maj'El. Uh, and then there's another one called Soul Lash 2 that's a little bit like Dwarf Fortress Adventure Mode. And those are both on my wish list, and they're both on sale right now. Yeah, the Doors of Trithis or Trithias. Let me see. It's on sale for I think $13. Yeah, $12.74. And it doesn't look bad. And the thing is I actually did a search because Soul Ash 2 looks kind of interesting too, but it thinks it may be a little more rough. They're both, kind of bare bones. And so I just did a Google search like Doors of Trithias versus Soul Ash 2. Like what people said, like who've played both, how they compare them. Because they seem similar in some ways. And so someone had posted something to Reddit that was just generally talking about like their favorite roguelikes that are like Adam and Tome and there's a super famous one that I always forget its name. And I think I got it. I think I streamed it once too. What's the one where you can have like six arms and legs and you're mutant and you do all this crazy shit? Anyways. And I can never remember what it's called. You still need to try the Steam version of DF Adventure Mode. You haven't tried it in like 8 years. It's absolutely unplayable. Not Dead Cells. Dead Cells is like a Metroidvania. The Caves of Kud. Caves of Kud. I think Caves of Kud of this genre is probably like gotten the most mainstream attention in the last few years. And Tales of Maj'El is probably the biggest one overall. Like it's got the most, I think the largest, most dedicated fan base. Brotato? No. It's Caves of Kud. But anyway, so then some people were bringing up this game, Moonring. And I decided to take a look at it. I was like, holy shit, it's free. And everyone who had anything to say about it said it was amazing. And then I looked it up on YouTube, like for people that have given like a few reviews or impressions. And it seems like anyone that has anything to say about it is glowing, and they can't stop talking about like how cool it is, how much they liked it. Oh yeah, the Moonring is turn based, so it's ideal to play when puppies distract. I think my wife is taking control of the situation because Millie, it's a little too late for her to be like that hyped, like amped up. She's really pent up. And it's like, and the kind of energy she had too was sort of like she was just barely, like she could have been on the verge of actually attacking me. Like she was, it was like playful energy, but at the same time it was like really like just barely contained, just want to bite and lunge at something and wrestle and attack, you know. You left one of the Steam reviews. Okay. Oh, cool. Okay. Now I'm curious to see. uh, Let me see. What was the other one? Soul Lash 2, which is basically nothing about Dwarf Fortress adventure mode. I've looked at a couple of videos about it, and it just looks like it's that same like really ancient interface and really sort of inconvenient control scheme. Was sort of the turnoff for it. Like it looks like it's a pretty, it's not an easy game to get into. Where one of the things that was when I was looking at this game was people kept talking about how simple and intuitive the interface and the mechanics are, and like how it's really like I don't know, it just seemed like a lot of things that people criticize this genre of game for, because like Dwarf Fortress is like there's a million different shortcuts, and every single thing you do is like it's a little bit like Pool of Radiance, you know? Everything is like, oh, I want to attack that guy. And it somehow they managed to make you have to do 8 different shortcuts to get to the point of attacking the thing that's next to you. So yeah, Soul Lash 2 is the other one. That one's on sale for, it's not a huge sale. It's normally 18 bucks and that's on sale for like 14.50. Quasimorph is another one I got on my wish list. Hi Moo. Are you calming down? Huh? Just did a little flyby. Are you? Oh, probably gonna you gonna take a shit? Yep. There's a little pee pee for everyone, ladies and gentlemen. My adorable puppy. Do you have a do you have a shit on deck to show the world? Yep, I think there's a. Is this? Can I get demonetized for a dog shitting on camera? It's not like I planned it. Okay, no, she just did her little. See the big pit, the big puddle on the pad. Good job, Bills. Good job, Millie. Um, I'm actually gonna take care of that right now. Yeah. Back. I'm pretty sure if I'm pretty sure if I get her amped up again. Now she's got one of her little things. All right, she might be ready to chill out, unless she keeps dropping. She's got these little poofs. This one's it's supposed to be like a little blue ice cream, blue ice cream. I'm not gonna have to turn my whole computer over to see her. It's a little blue ice cream scoop. You don't mind Fort Fortress mode controls too much? Oh, the Fortress mode controls. It's one of those things where, like, when I was playing it, I was sort of getting it down a little bit, but there were things that were frustrating about it, like in controlling different floors and like build. And like I remember getting frustrated with trying to build stairs between floors because it seemed like it was easy for some reason for them to get screwed up in such a way that like you couldn't easily fix them. What are you doing? Yeah, maybe what I don't we're not a big fan of her new habit of just playing with the thing and periodically barking loudly at it. We used to regard her as such a quiet dog. That all has changed in the past and particularly about the past week. She has found her voice. Right, Mildred? Yeah. You find your voice, girl. So oh, Age Inquisition is free on Epic. I might pick it up. I have it already, but sometimes, not that I ever think I'm going to get banned from Steam, but that's one of the things that's crossed my mind. Like, hey, I might as well, if I get a bunch, if Epic just keeps giving away free stuff, like, what if I lose my Steam account someday? At this point, I've got a library of like 50 games that most of them I didn't pay anything for on the Epic Store. Decent games. So, but that's probably like, as my wife would call it, borrowing trouble. Like, I doubt I'm ever going to use that account that way. Be like, oh, I got my Steam banned. Oh no, nope, you're not getting that. No, she dropped the, she dropped her little poof in the void space behind my bed. If she went down there, she'd get trapped. All right, get out of there, Moo. I'll get it. Hey, Billy, come here. I'll get it. Wait, no, I'll get it. Good girl. I got it. No, don't put it back. You better not make a game out of dropping that behind my bed either. All right. Now she wants to play fetch with the ice cream ball. Yeah. Hey, Millie, I think you just need to calm down. Yeah, there you go. Lay down in one of your many beds. You got well over 100 games on Epic that you didn't buy. Oh, yeah, if you're paying attention, because they've always got 1 or 2 games for free, and they cycle like weekly, don't they? Or every 2 weeks? I know they've always got something on, and usually they're pretty decent games. Like, there's good games. It's not like they just give you like, hey, we'll offer this like piece of shit game that nobody likes for free to get people onto our website. It's like, no, the games that they offer, I mean, it's usually not like the brand new most like AAA $70 game or anything, but yeah, I don't check it automatically either. What I find is I use that price checking site, Cheap Shark, and the free Epic game. Whenever I check for price, do a price check on something, their free games are always at the top of the list. Like for the best value, they're always at the top because free is free. So you got the most recent Saints Row that way. I got that from Humble Choice or Humble, whatever it's called now. Yeah, I was gonna ask you what you thought of this month's Humble, Brad. I feel like there's a couple cool things on there. Of course, they got Yakuza Like a Dragon. 2 weeks after I finally broke down and bought the damn game, they put it on here. But they also have Hi-Fi Rush. If you guys remember, that was that music game with everything you do is set to music. I streamed it one night, and it was actually pretty fun. But it was on Game Pass, and so I tend to not get too invested in games that I play on Game Pass, too. Yeah, Hi-Fi Rush, and what was that other one? Steel Rising. I never heard of it, but that one looked kind of interesting too. I don't know much about it. It's a game I never heard of before, but it's like a combat. Maybe it's a Souls. Is it a Souls like? I don't know. Yeah, Saints Row came out and Humble Choice last month, or month? No, 2 months ago. Well, with the Saints Row thing, I think also now my recollection is part of the problem is it launched in a really rough state, and maybe they've taken care of that. I don't know. It's a Souls like you'll try it, but probably get frustrated. I want to say that I have some recollection of this coming out. Like, was this by the same people that made? There's that RPG that's sort of like colonial age era that I can't remember. It plays a little bit like Dragon Age, but it's like you're on the island and it's sort of like like colonial age theme. I think it's the same people that did that. King of the Castle. It just looks like Yes, Your Majesty or whatever that game is, but I haven't looked that closely at it. I really haven't looked at it. This is probably not. Yeah, this. I'm looking at the page right now. All right, she's sort of calming down. Let's see. Oh, I never even stopped that. Hmm. But yeah, so there seem to be a few. They've had a few good ones recently. Victoria 3 is one of those that like I've always kind of wanted it, but I don't know if I'll ever play it. That came out last month. Humankind, which is like kind of like Civilization, came out last month. That's also a game that I've been curious to try. It's been out for a couple years. So I don't know. I feel like the last couple months I've had a couple good ones. $10 off IGN Live. Yeah, don't give a crap about that. I mean, I think they just get their hands on just random bullshit. They're just like, hey, we have these weird discounts. We'll just throw it into our humble choice. Maybe someone will use it. What's the big one on Steam? The Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut just launched on Steam. I'm actually pretty hyped about that game, but not hyped enough to spend $60 on it. But that was a PlayStation exclusive, and now PlayStation is getting a little more open about sharing their exclusives on other platforms. And IGN stinks as a journalistic endeavor. I would just look at them as sort of like GameStop and IGN to me are almost like clones of each other. This sort of very, very standard, mainstream, like professional level video game journalism. And you can take that to have its strengths and its weaknesses. Yeah, I look at them as like basically it could be the same company doing both. It's like they're basically the same. You are just hyper as shit, aren't you? She's under my legs right now, chasing her little ice cream puff around. Yeah? Maybe you could chill out a little bit. What do you think, Moo? Did you lose your ice cream down there? She's also, that's one of her favorite things to do, is take whatever she's playing with and lose it, like shove it under a couch or something where she can't get it, and then freak out until someone goes and gets it for her. And then when you get it out, she'll just be like, whoops, knock it back in there again like 5 seconds later, and just start freaking out. We think that she likes getting things sort of stuck so she can puzzle through how to get it out. It's like a puzzle that she plays. Hey, Millie. Hey, girl. What are you doing? Silly girl. I'll be really happy when she kind of chills out a little bit. Because, like, even the thing now is the where she's playing with this ball. If she pushes it behind my computer, where she's playing the "oh, I hope I don't lose my toy" game, it's gonna go back where I got a bunch of like cables and shit that she could fuck up. And then also, I just don't want to be going back there and chasing that thing out. I think that's one of the examples of a game she plays that's about making us do shit. What do you? I don't even know what you're barking at right now. Yeah, what are you doing, Moo? You playing with that squeaker? Huh? You playing with that squeaker? Yeah. Yeah. Good time there. Yeah. She's she's being she's like a little combination of hyper and sweet right now. I think she is running out of juice though. You consider their reviews overly friendly? Well, it's sort of like a lot of times. Well, and I feel like I don't know where it starts, but like one mainstream site will review things a certain way, and then the rest will all sort of go that same way. So like the reviews always seem relatively like in step a lot of the time, and so and there's plenty of speculation as to like that those companies are on good terms with a lot of the major game publishers, and they're maybe therefore more likely to be a little less critical. Yeah, rock paper shotgun. I like aftermath. I don't know. Polygon. I know. Oh my gosh, with all this puppy activity now, and I am getting tired. I'm like, shit. Am I even gonna play a game tonight? And when I thought about playing this game, I'm like, I could get 5 minutes into this and be like, oh, there's more. There's too much bullshit to learn. I don't want to even deal with this. My whole philosophy today was like, if I played a game, I wanted to figure out a game that was relatively simple that I didn't have to think too hard about. So maybe playing a brand new game was kind of a dumb idea. But we'll see what happens. Aftermath is a paid site by the founder of Five Formal Kotaku People. Okay. Hey Moo. Hey, you get out of there. Yeah, that's big. And I think she could actually get inside my computer back there because I have the side panel of my computer off because it's not the case I have is not well ventilated. So if she got back there, she could literally start chewing on my graphics card. What? Hey, leave it. You want this? All right. You take a chill pill. How about we just take it down a few degrees? If I take a deep breath, I could sing a lullaby. Hey Millie. Out there. What is that? Stop it. Stop it. What was it? You want a balloon stick? You want a balloon stick? She, she just looked over and saw her ice cream. I don't know if you guys saw her. She was acting like she was starting to relax, and then she looked over and she saw her ice cream, and she just like did a total. It was like a dolphin coming up and doing like a dive. All right, Melly. All right. I think after that last little round of barking, Mr. Slaw has officially banned Millie from my room for now because there's too much going on. Just even with this, there's too much light. Like in the rest of the apartment right now, literally we've got the TV on and all the other lights are out. And that's sort of been the secret around 8:30 or 9 is that's what we do. And then she'll just sort of calm down and go to sleep. She likes to sleep like there's some cool tiles in front of the fireplace. And she'll go just lay down by the fireplace or some other cool place. Either or maybe by the chair when I'm sitting in the chair, she'll sit next to the chair and go to sleep. Before Kotaku turned into an SEO shitfest. I never really paid that much attention. I've been paying more attention to just random people that I found on YouTube for a long time, and occasionally, I'll see what other review sites have to say, and I don't necessarily like, oh fuck, it's IGN, fuck them. It's like I'll watch it and just be like, well, what do they have to say about it? I take everything with a grain of salt. So even the people even the people who I think are really trying their honest best to be objective and at the end of the day, I mean sometimes some games are in objectively rougher state than others, but how much you like a game could just be like what was your mood when you played it? What was going on in your life? Did girlfriend just dump you? Whatever. You could be like, that game fucking sucked. I was miserable the whole time I was playing it. It's like, well, yeah, because you had COVID and then your wife dumped you or something. It's like no wonder you're predisposed to hate it. Because I know that there are games where I'm like, yeah, it just didn't really click with me. But part of it is like it probably wasn't the right time for me to play it. I wasn't in the mood for it. Whatever. So that's where even the people whose opinions I respect, and some people are more, they have more of a method that's probably more likely to be objective, but it's still kind of like a bunch of people giving you their opinions of things, unless objectively a game is like fucking broken. Like like there's things about it that are just like absolute shit. Oh, fucking tired, you guys. So tired. We started puppy. That reminds me, we haven't done any of our homework. We started puppy training last Saturday. It's a weekly training class for an hour. Where you go to PetSmart and you go into the PetSmart. I assume PetSmart is all over the country, right? It's like a chain, large pet store. And they do adoptions and they have grooming services there. And they have all the food and treats and everything. It's just like a pet. It's like the Walmart of pet stores, basically. They got everything there. And then in the back, you can sign up for different puppy training courses and dog training courses. So we have a beginning puppy training course. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like we're pretty impressed with it. And so far, everyone we've dealt with has been really cool. They're really nice when you just go in to ask for go shopping, and they're really cool when like the groomers were really cool. The lady that teaches the class seems pretty cool. Although she seems like she's this older woman. It almost seems like so when she barks commands, she says sit, I want to like be like whatever. There's people that are like this. She's not mean, but they just have this they know how to have this sort of firm, like commanding demeanor. And like those dogs respect her. And she walks up to them and she'll have the treat. She'll be like, sit. And then they'll sit and she'll be like, yes. And she give them the treat and they'll be all like Millie, just as soon as she starts getting anywhere near us in the room, Millie's like, you know, a commanding air. Just sort of like people that the way they bear themselves, like she looks a little bit like a general, like a military general. Or you see like the dogs all kind of want to salute when she walks by type of thing. But it's not that she's mean or anything, but you get this impression that she's like, it's like a teacher who can be strict, that like is a cool teacher but doesn't take any shit, that kind of thing. I don't think you don't think your dog respects you, and that's something that I'm working on. I'm trying to work on with Millie a little bit because it's kind of true. Like certain things that I do, like I like getting on the ground with her and hugging her and playing like on the sitting like cross-legged on the ground. And I've seen multiple sources say that that is going to invite them to not regard you, to not respect you as like their master or the person that they have to listen to obey, and look at you more like you're just another puppy or another like oh, who are you? You're like who are you to boss me around type of thing. So in some ways, like I need to I've been taking steps to try and let her know that like no, it's like if she's fully disrespectful, like some of that growling stuff she was doing at me here, sometimes she takes that a bit far where like I'll tell her to do something and she'll look at me and like do the thing where she's baring the teeth and going like just real like threatening. And that's where I've just been like, oh hell no. And I don't hit her or anything, but that's where I'll stand up over and like sort of tower over her and be like, show her like, hey, I'm bigger than you. You know, that kind of like, you need to remember, I'm bigger than you. You are the best dog walker. You know, you just have an expectation of quality. Florence is displaying the soft bigotry of low expectations. There's different philosophies. Like the trainers, a lot that we're doing, and a lot of sort of like the modern way of doing it is you don't scold them. You don't you don't punish them. You only you reward them for doing the behaviors that you want to be repeated, and you essentially ignore the behaviors that displease you. Now, I think the reality is if the dog is chewing a power cord that's plugged into a wall, you're not just going to be like, well, I'll wait until she stops chewing the cord, and once she's not chewing it anymore, then I'll give her one of these bacon treats so she can repeat the desired behavior of not chewing the cord. It's like, no, I'm going to grab you and pull you away from the cord until you don't eat the cord. That's what we want to do, but I think that is very hard to do with things like barking. Yeah, I think certain things you just got to be able to say no. And like what we don't do is we don't take a newspaper and like swat them or do anything like that. We're not using stuff like choke chains and things that for walking, but I know I've seen videos where they're saying like when for walking dogs, when they're not listening to you, to just give them a gentle but firm yank, but just like a couple inches, like just sort of like a jolt, like when they're not like you're saying come here and they're ignoring you, and you just say come, and you just give them a little thing to kind of be like oh, and like our instructor specifically said during this course, we're not going to be doing anything like that. We're not going to be doing anything to like jolt them into doing what we want. It's just going to be all reward, which we'll see how that works. But I've definitely seen others. Like I saw this one video, I think yesterday, of this guy talking about how to train dogs to not like pull at the head of the leash when you're walking them. And he seemed almost kind of like a prick, but those dogs were getting in line. Uh, where he would yank the dog, kind of like jerk the dog back, not hard, well, not like extreme where he's like choking them, but he would take a couple steps forward, and he'd be like, okay, and then as soon as the dog started walking forward, he would take 2 steps back and then pull the dog back. And his whole thing was like, the dog should be aware of what I'm doing at all the time, and the dog should be aware if I stop, it should stop. If I move back, it should be aware of what I am and where I am, and it should move back. And so if every few steps forward I start moving back and pull it, then the dog is going to learn that it needs to pay attention to where I am, because all the dog is doing is, oh, it's time to walk, and it's going to run up ahead and just assume you're going with it. So then I'm like, okay, that's interesting philosophies. So when I've been walking with Millie, I don't do like necessarily it like a like fuck with the dog like that guy was doing the whole time, but doing a thing where like I don't hold her at the end of her leash. Like I'll only let her loose and just like to the extent of her leash in certain situations. Like if I tend to favor if she does want to sniff something or investigate something, letting her do that. But if she just wants to like pull the whole time and go ahead, I don't want her doing that. It's just like for no reason at all, just pulling at the head of the leash. No. Anyways, so yeah, we started puppy training classes, and then also last weekend it was warm, and she was having some runny poo-poos. So, and that's the thing too, is we can't really tell her, hey, we're about to go on a car ride into this place. You should take a shit now if you think you're going to need to. Because for her, there's only 2 states. There's I'm not thinking about going to the bathroom, and then there's I'm about to shit right now. That's sort of how she works. There's not a lot of delay between those two things. So at a certain point in the middle of the class, she suddenly got real antsy and like whiny and restless. And I'm like, something's wrong with her, because she'd been kind of chill before that point, and all of a sudden she was just getting real anxious. And then eventually she started, luckily she's on like a little mat thing. She suddenly just started like it was almost like I thought she was gonna have a seizure or something. She started going in circles real fast, and then took the nastiest crap I've ever seen all over this mat that we borrowed from them because we didn't realize we were supposed to bring a mat to the class. So that lady who ran the class was real nice about it. She went and took the runny poo covered thing that they loaned us so graciously. And yeah, it was exhausting. And then we came out of that class, and I think the classes also make you give them lots of treats. They're teaching us different ways to give them treats. And later she also like did this huge pile of all the treats that we given her. It was just like, dude, she wasn't used to eating them that way, where it's like, here's 4 or 5 at a time. Now try it this way, give them 4 or 5 more treats. Try it this way, give them 4 or 5 more treats. Do it over and over again till they're used to this thing we're doing. Yeah, that resulted in a nice thick pile of vomit by my desk later that night. Good times. Yeah, having a puppy is so much fun, right, Brad? um, but the cool thing is when she does get tired, and I lay down and she comes and she'll spend time with my wife in the other room if she's there, but like when I lay down, she'll jump up and she'll like curl up with me and be like all cute and shit. You're not really enjoying it. It's a lot, but Florentine's happy. I I actually don't regret getting that we got Millie. Um, and I've for all the like as tired as I am, usually I find her very engaging. Even dealing with her like weird behaviors and stuff. Most of the time, I find her kind of amusing, or like loving or cute or whatever. But there's a couple hours out of every day where she gets a little unbearable. And then just in general, everything is sort of you got to take her into consideration for everything you're gonna do. So that's another thing. Hasn't fully synced in yet, but yeah, we're thinking about canceling our camping trips that we'd booked for the summer just because we don't think she's ready. We can't leave her at home, and we don't think she's ready to be in that environment for a weekend with her potty problems and she doesn't listen and her tantrums and whatever all the little shit she does. It could be we go and it goes great. I don't know, but and also the places we had booked are like 3 or 4 hours away, and I'm like, yeah. Anyways, but I'm glad for her. Seems happy with your dog, and I'm sorry you're not enjoying it quite so much. I mean, I imagine it's a little bit like the same part of you that's not super into kids, also not enjoying a lot of the aspects of the puppy. Although I imagine you probably have a lot higher opinion and tolerance for puppy antics than kid antics. You like the dog way more than any child you've met. Yeah. You dream of the day that you can stop using the pads. Yeah, we're not sure how we're going to get to that point either. But that's one thing though, she has been going potty outside more. Um, but that's one reason why it's not like people say, "Oh, we can't miss a walk because they have to go to the bathroom." Well, the way our situation is, it's like she does most of her potties on the pads anyway. So like, yeah, tonight it's like I wasn't gonna cancel my stream so we could go for a walk or start my stream like another hour later because we actually hadn't gone for a walk yet. Or it was in which case I probably would have canceled the stream if I felt like I still had to walk her. But it's like, all right, well, she's gonna be a little hyper with her toys. But she's gonna pee in here like she always does. Sometimes I think she holds it on the walk so she gets back. Shouldn't irritate you as well. Oh yeah, no, other people's kids in a retail environment. You don't have to work there for it to be annoying, but it's worse when you do. You're just trying to get through the day. Oh my gosh, you guys. Let me see. Okay, so what else? Ghost of Sashimi? Oh, Tsushima. It's a little bit like an open world, sort of like an Assassin's Creed type game, a little bit open world type game, but it's in Japan, and it's like you're samurai. It's like a samurai era. It's supposed to be really good. So, anyways, officially hyped that it's on PC, but not $60 hyped. What else? Is there any other? That just came out today, I think. So that's why I'm a little hyped about that. Still playing Trails. I bought there's that JRPG sale. I bought uh Trails in the Sky second chapter. So if I finish this game that I've been playing, I got the next one lined up. Let's see. All right. So yeah, I've been now talking and playing with the puppy and complaining about the puppy for an hour and 20 minutes. I wonder where that guy Alex is. Well, he only came here for Trails in the Sky. So remember Alex, the guy who complained that it took me 55 minutes to start playing a game? Hope nobody's super hyped to see a lawyer play Moonring. But let's get to it. Alex was a real square. Yeah, all right, let me turn this monitor back. There, now I'm properly center myself. There we go. Probably still lower it a little more. I raised it so y'all could see Chauncey, but you don't need to see Chauncey now. Yeah, no, it's cool to see, and it's cool to see her on stream. And the thing is I had to turn the lights up so you guys could actually see her, and that's what got her in trouble. Wait, okay, why is it not picking up the audio sounds? Audio. There's been an update, and so things are all screwy right now. Was there no music on the welcome screen? There was no music on the welcome screen. There's probably no music on the trailer either, any of that shit. So, oh, I'm sorry. You try to tell me? Yeah. Well, I'm bad on the best of days of keeping tabs on everything that's said in chat, even when chat's slow. And I'm extra tired. But yeah, so what's happened, and this was, I almost didn't stream tonight when I was setting up stream because I couldn't find this, my headset as an audio source. And I need this to be selectable as an audio source on OBS in order to stream, because I can't play with a mic and have just game music and sounds and whatever else coming out of my actual PC to desktop speakers, because it just creates feedback and it's terrible. You shouldn't do that ever. So if I couldn't get this working to be picked up as an audio source, I was just like, I almost went on Discord and said, some update has broken my shit. I'm not in the mood to deal with it right now. I'm not going to stream tonight. I don't have the patience to like troubleshoot. I'm back over here. But so what it turned out was a different audio source appeared on the list, and it said for headphones to listen to, it said Xbox controller headphones. The fuck? So apparently this is not Xbox. This headset has nothing to do with Xbox. But finally, I was like, I don't remember there ever being an Xbox controller headphone option. And so I selected it as the default, and all of a sudden I could hear sound in here. So and then also, it screwed up my mic as well. But I thought I had switched to desktop audio. Properties. Yeah, right now it says the headphones that I'm using are an Xbox controller. So that's incorrect. But I don't know why. But yeah, so apparently it was looking for these actual headphones, but these headphones think they're an Xbox controller right now. So whatever. That's why you didn't have any audio except for me for the last hour and 20 minutes. So all of this audio brought to you by Xbox controller, the headset audio source. Well, normally you can just on OBS just tell it to use your default, whatever your default audio sources are, and it'll figure it out. Because that's supposed to mean that whatever you're hearing the game in, it also is going to pick up. That's the thing it's going to listen to as well. But sometimes Windows and OBS, they conspire to make things not work good. So in this case, Windows was like, hey, we'd never heard of this headset before, but you've got an Xbox controller, so we're going to pretend that's a headphone. This is an Xbox controller. God knows what would have happened if I actually tried to use my Xbox controller, because I do have one of those as well. What if I needed to play a game? Would it let me? Or it'd be like, oh, what are you trying to... play that headset. Headset don't control games. All right, I don't know what. Okay, space to enter. How is the volume, anyways? I did launch it very briefly. All right, new game. We're not gonna do permadeath. Tutorial on. What would you like to call yourself? Law Rick. That's been my new game. All right, you can hear me and the game very well. Okay, good deal. Let me turn that up in here too. Now I feel like I've done a real non-pro stream by having no background music in the intro for an hour and a half. Alex would be infuriated. All right, so how far are we in the stream? Hour and 27 minutes. So hello everyone, welcome to Lawyer Plays Live. What is this game called? Something about a Moonring? Moonring! Free on Steam! Yeah, one thing too that several people said that intrigued me is they said it felt like a successor to the Ultima games, like Ultima 4, which was the first computer role-playing game I ever played. And it definitely does have echoes of that in like its style too. Moonring! Alright. It's gonna move around. Bumping. You can interact with signs, doors, and other objects by moving into them. Colloquially known as bumping. Alright, so just walk into the door, it opens. Note interaction. You are targeting a friendly character. The enter key does different things depending on the situation. The icon highlighted on the left of the UI shows that pressing enter will talk to the target. In many cases, clicking on the target is the same as pressing enter. So let me see if I click on the target. Speaking. You can speak to people by typing words or short phrases. Oh shit, really? That's going to be a pain in the ass on the Steam Deck. Pressing enter will say whatever word is shown in the input box. Okay, so you can not necessarily type it. Certain words and phrases are hidden, so experiment. So sometimes I guess you do have to type shit. Whatever word is shown in the input box. Type something. So you do have to type tab autocomplete, no? Well, the Ultima games that I've just referenced, you had to type the shit in too. All right, so I'll say dream. You finally know which god has chosen you. This would be a pain in the ass on the Steam Deck though, I think. Having to pull up a keyboard every time. You finally know which god has chosen you. What? God? Which of the 5 will it be, I wonder? 5? You know them. I do not. Our Lady of the Sanguine Moon. You can always connect a Bluetooth keyboard. That's true. That's true. And in fact, I've got this keyboard. This keyboard can have up to 3 sources, and I do actually have the Steam Deck set up as my 3rd source. But if I'm going to be playing, which is the thing that I really like about the Steam Deck and what I've enjoyed about the Steam Deck, is being able to sit on just with the Steam Deck on my easy chair, reclining in the living room without a bunch of having it plugged into a whole gaming setup, and just being able to use the game deck, the Steam Deck, to play a game. So I would consider it defeating the purpose to bring a keyboard in there. Because if I'm going to be sitting in here where my keyboard actually is, I'm going to play the game on my PC because it's a better experience overall. But being able to sit in the easy chair without all my PC shit, like having to be, because this is like a huge setup here. That's why Steam Deck is pretty sweet, you know. But if I didn't have a gaming PC, I would probably be using the Steam Deck that way, though. Like, hey, like I can play anything that I can do on a PC. I just use it as a computer and get a keyboard and mouse and do everything else. And I've got my mouse hooked up to it too. And I was using that when I was setting up different things, when I was screwing around on the Steam Deck, playing with different things like installing GOG games and stuff like that. I was using the keyboard and mouse for that because it made it just a lot easier. And that's when I figured out like I could set both this mouse can also connect to and alternate between 3 different sources. It's like a switch source. So source 1 is my PC, source 2 is my work computer, my work laptop, and source 3 now is my Steam Deck. So same goes for the keyboard. All right, Lady of the Sanguine Moon. I know I'm saying that wrong. Death's Harlequin, the Lords of Dust, the Great Forest Wolf, and the Blind Angels. The 5, although of course we only follow 1. Follow 1? The angels, of course. Okay, what about the angels? They are just and wise beyond all other gods. Angels? The blind angels offer so much wisdom. I wish you could see the world as I do, child. Life is so vibrant. Life. I can see it flickering in every living thing. It is so beautiful. All right, let's get back to angels again. You see the world as I do. Other gods. I'd rather not speak of them further. It is unseemly. Let us follow who they must. Let others follow who they must. Okay. It turns out there's a lot of chat going on in here too. And what's this person's name? Celera? What happens if I type their name? No response. It is unseemly. So the other thing you used to do in Ultima is you could ask them stuff like name, I am Celera, job, this and that. So that is like Ultima. You name, job, you might see news, no response. I remember Ultima had name and job. And what's it? This and that, this and that. No response. Okay. What is about dreams? Sure, you'll dream one of these days. Just don't try to force it. All right. Ask him fish? All right. Fish. No response, Brad. Maybe the dream will come tonight. All right. Did I have a shortcut for N? Keyboard. N. All right. Well, now that I'm seeing how this is all shaking up, I feel like my cam is taking up way too much real estate. Here, I'm gonna move my cam. All cam set up. I'll put it in here. I'll put it like that. Navigating your notes. Moonring automatically records all quests and tutorial notes in this screen. You can change the sorting type with left or right. Use up and down to scroll through the notes and enter to cycle through pages. Okay. Dreams, with few exceptions, each Calderan citizen receives a dream in early adulthood. Gods, there are 5 gods. Okay. So I guess I really don't have quests yet, do I? Oh, tag tutorials. Speaking, interaction, books, speaker, location. All right. So it's not like a quest log. There's just a ton of things. Spells. Okay. Whatever. So there's just a lot of ways to navigate the information you've jotted down. Doesn't know a thing about fish. Yeah, it's true. It is. What a shame. But what was this about navigating? Let's see. You can move by pressing WASD, holding the left mouse button while pointing where you want to go. You can wait by pressing space or clicking wait. Okay. All right, let's see. Check out the old oven. No. What's going on here? Oh, secrets. Sometimes even familiar things such as walls may hide secrets. Look out for anomalies and bump into anything that looks different. Does the wall look different? I guess it's got less purple bricks than the other sections of wall. Whoa, it's a secret door. And looks like there's a treasure chest inside. Needs tiny key. Alright. Maybe I can find this tiny key. I'm gonna talk to this person. Key. Silence. Oh, I bet they know shit. When they don't know something, it says they don't respond. But I think silence might mean they know shit, but they're not going to say anything. Maybe your dream will come tonight. Well, a tiny key. Silence. But yet, if I say fish, it says no reply. All right, see how that works? I'm gonna look around. You find a book titled Ancient Seberun 6. One word catches your eye. Era, which means fortress. Doesn't era mean a period of time? Added note to dictionary. Shelf contains books on mushroom farming and animal husbandry, as well as a log of farm's finances. Okay. Ooh, a potion of healing. Okay, you picked up something. You can bring up your inventory at any time by pressing I, or by pressing the escape, right-clicking and moving the cursor to the inventory tab and pressing enter. Alright, so that's up across the top. Of course, I have a shortcut for I. Navigating the inventory. You can use up and down keys to scroll through possessions. Left and right will show you items filtered by type. You can equip, unequip, use items by hitting enter. Note that equipped items are marked with blah, blah, blah. And I wanted to play something simple that it made me think. There's a whole lot of, learning and so many words. Okay, got a dagger. Wield. Okay. There's a lot of words here. An amber ward, an iron cage holding a chunk of warm lumicite. Applying ambermane oil causes it to close. This is basically a lantern. All right. It does seem complex. But I don't want to play trails because there's so many words. But now look how many words there are here. Eat the kindling. It won't even let me eat it, Brad. That's bullshit. What I really like to do is find this key. Alright. Can I pickpocket? What does quiet do? Oh, sneak. Oh, it's like a sneak mode. Okay. Remember, you can bump into many things, including enemies, long grass, signs, bookshelves, and much more. If in doubt, bump it. The sign reads, Yarrow Farm. Here be thine hearth, home, and heart. Stealth Archer. Okay, I'm not seeing any other clear anomalies in the wall. Can I open the windows? Alright. Faint dotted square around you is your detection radius. Enemies within this area will be alerted to your presence. Your detection radius will shrink when you are quiet and is altered by other factors such as movement, cover, equipment, and noisy action. Alright, so, like, why wouldn't I always want to be sneaking then? What can I do with the chicken? Okay. Wait, I want to have a conversation with the chicken. Oh, there's no... I was going to enter, like, job? Yeah, let's go take a look at these cows. I'm going to stealth up on the cow. Hey. Hey. Hey, moo cow. Alright. Moo. Apparently, I cannot have a conversation with the cow. The sign reads, the Amber Lane lamp is archonic property. Please treat it with appropriate care. Is that lamp right there in the middle? Okay. No added quiet mode. Use the Q. Okay, right. You'll do bonus damage if you hit the enemy who's sleeping or unaware of you. However, sneaking dims your ward, reducing your sight range, and actions will take twice as long. Alright, so that's why. Oh, there's an enemy right there. I'll bet that's the key we were looking for. Ranged combat. While quiet, you can reduce your detection radius further by standing near walls and other cover. Waiting quietly will decrease it even more. You can throw or fire objects with R or click the ranged icon. You'll do increased damage if you hit enemies that are unaware or sleeping. Note, at the start of the game, you're a bad shot. Will they wake up if you miss? Yeah. They're still awake. Oh, now they were sleeping, but now they're awake. Alright, now I'm going to, Oh, I took some damage. Oh, no, my armor took damage. Alright, how do I get this? Scraps of chitin. What are they guarding over here? A rock? Oh, my rock's back. You found a note. The graveyard key is in the locked chest behind the farmhouse's false wall. Beyond the graves is a cave. I hid a carved stone within it. Find the stone. Find others who recognize its sign. And may the gods and my beloved be forever blind. Signed, your loving guardian, Kara. I don't know what any of that means, but sure, fine. It's in my notebook, huh? I got the tiny key. Oh, I'm affected by a status change. Flashing icons in the status area show what effect it is. The effect will wear off over time and vanish when the bar behind the icon reaches the bottom. Okay, so right now I've got up there the it says vulnerable. They tell me exactly what vulnerable is. It says you are vulnerable. Being vulnerable means that you will no longer dodge any attacks regardless of your finesse. Okay. Okay. Oh, and I can see it like counting down the duration. Can I break any of this shit? Like busting up crates and shit. Just checking if any of the walls have any weird big mushroom patch. Oh. Slow. Okay, so walking in mushrooms makes a person slow. I do have that, I've got that key now, though. The tiny key. Yeah. Unlocked. And now I've got the graveyard key. Alright. Let's see, check my map. Map's not very detailed. I think that's like an overland map. There, I'm gonna cut all the grass. I wonder if there's secrets in the grass. Probably just ruining all their crops right now. Thanks, Brad. What happens if I'm gonna rip up all their mushrooms too. I have a feeling there's absolutely no point to me doing this. Alright, you guys. I destroyed all of your crops. That will be 5 silver coins, please. You think I destroy crops for free? Books, locations. Let's see. False wall beyond the graves is a cave. What graves? What graves? Opening the escape menu. Plus escape right click to open the escape menu. You can use it to look at your stats, see a map of the overland areas you've explored, or even quit the game. Yeah. So how is this map different? This is Land of Caldera. Z zoom. Oh, that's interesting. That was the same thing. Okay. Saved checkpoint. Oh, cool. Okay. This is a view of Caldera's overworld. You can zoom in to any location by pressing enter or left-clicking on yourself. Time flows 10 times faster here, so watch your food supplies. I wasn't even aware that I had food supplies. Where's that? Okay, it's up over here at 95.68%. That was going to be their dinner, all the mushrooms that I just trampled. And to say what time it is, day 1 of the hunting moon. I think this is a clock. I don't know what hour that represents. You are becoming affected by a status change. Oh, did I walk into like a poisonous cloud? Okay, non-flashing icons in the status area show what the effect will be if the bar behind the icon fills to the top. Avoid further exposure to make the bar fall. You have entered the toxic mist known as amber. Amber will slowly drive you mad and may harbor other horrors. A ward filled with amberbane oil will dispel these evil mists. Don't I have that? The amberlane oil ward. Yeah. Uncork the ward oil? Yes. Hey, look at that. Now I got glowy shit. I see Yep. Oh. I feel like I bit off more than I could chew. I got no armor left. All right, I'm getting the shit kicked out of me right now. What is that thing? Scraps of chitin. Here, I'm gonna go stealth. What are those things out there? Throwing all my shit at this thing. Okay, this little guy doesn't give a shit. Does my health ever go back up? Can I set camp up? That's back in the Ultimate games. You could sort of set camp anytime and rest. Let's see. Options, map, notes, inventory. Quiet yell. So camping doesn't seem to be a thing. Sign reads northeast, Yarrow Farm. Southwest, Moon upon Thos. East, Wintershall. Shoal, whatever. Where were these graves with this key that I have supposed to be? Southwest, Moon upon Thos. East. Well, none of this stuff is like, it's all the same to me. Note added hunting. Hoof prints on the overland map show the position of prey, whose pelt or meat is valuable. What hoof prints? Hoof prints? Is something on here hoof prints? Note added. You are standing in the same location as huntable prey. If you enter this area, you can kill the animal for meat or fur. Alright. Well, it's just gonna run away from me like a bitch. This throwing rocks business. Oh, no ammunition, huh? Here, I'm gonna go pick up all the rocks again. This thing is very patiently just waiting for me to throw shit at it. Here you go. Oh. I got boar meat. And rocks. Got my rocks back. Leave. Okay, so I can just leave, too. How was I supposed to know if there was prey here, though? Like, the only reason I knew is because the pop-up window told me. Does my health go back up ever? Here, I feel like I better attack that bat. Oh, this is not going well for me. This is really not going well. Can I get out of here? Wait, no, that's not what I want to do. I want to leave. Can't leave. I flee? Yeah, fuck those things. Do I ever do I heal? A flower on the overworld map shows the position of a useful plant. If you enter those areas, you will find a herb to pick for use in potion crafting. Alright. Oh, there's a flower. Herb here. I'm bleeding, huh? It says I'm bleeding and wet. Alright, I'm gonna go in. Where is this herb? Here it is. White nectar. Any other herbs? Okay. Nope, I think it's safe to leave. Leave. Whoop. Leave. There's a herb here. That wolf looks terrifying. There's the herb. Alright, I feel like I should avoid combat right now. Refill ward. Alright, well. Berry icon. The overland map shows a position of edible berries. Alright. I'm gonna go check out this berry situation. Oh, there's a whole fuck ton of bats. Nobody told me. Nobody told me it was gonna be bats. Thought it was just berries. Okay, do I have food, by the way? I know I found a, there's a life stone. An area healing technology from the Sibrun era in the form of a translucent white faceted stone filled with swirling motes of dark blue, considered an invaluable tool by those who follow the Lords of Dust with their strange aversion to witchcraft and its curative potions. Okay, so this has got 5 healing charges. Can I just... Oh, camp kit. Okay. Flint and steel and small bedroll, which can be combined with 10 kindling to create a campsite in a suitable environment. I got 5 kindling. How do I get more kindling? Little use alone, but if you have enough gathered... Okay, so I don't have enough to start a campfire. Moldy fruit? Did I have fruit and it went bad? Alright. Bright fruit. A crisp white fruit, which tastes sweet. Being ripe, it will one day rot like all things. But will it heal me? I have a 99 out of 400 health. Torpid? What does torpid do? Okay. What was about the boar meat? Enter. Eat. Torpid. Are you feeling torpid, Brad? I don't know if this is... Oh, it's giving me 100% food. That's what it is. It's not healing me, though. Alright, well, then maybe I will use this life stone. Activate the life stone. Okay. berry here. Are those bats still gonna be there? No. I feel like such a bastard. Alright. But I got badger meat now. Well, let's not lose focus. We're here because we heard there were berries to be found. So far... What is that thing? I'm out of ammunition. Well, whatever this thing is, it's not very... It's not aggressive. So maybe I'll leave it alone. Nonetheless, I have yet to find the berries that I were... Oh, there they are. Berries. Alright, now we can go. Who's this? Who is this individual? Uh-oh. Being double teamed. Or this, the swordsman and the archer. Okay, archer. I got a cutlass. All right, let's see about this. You cannot equip cutlass. To use it, you must earn and spend devotion to improve your attributes. Attributes. You just tried wielding something without the required attributes. To improve these, you will find and spend devotional tears, or perform a devotional task for your god. Each time your devotion increases, you gain 5 points in that god's chosen attribute. The attributes are strength, finesse, intellect, perception, and endurance. Interesting. I don't have a luck stat, so I guess I'm just shit out of that, right? As they say. Just realized I had my AC on this whole time. It's starting to get cold. Millie turned the AC on. It wasn't my fault. I'm luckless. Yeah. That's what happened. That's what happened to me. All right. So... No, I don't want to do that. Character. Is this where... Oh, so there's strength, intellect, endurance. Hold on. So it's all plus, and right now I've got +0. Okay. What does T do? Oh, T opens up this... okay. So now I need to look at... Okay, so I wasn't looking. The cutlass, an inexpensive, light, and thus commonly found in the hands of buccaneers of the Great Calderon Sea. It's one-handed. Rating is 2. Strength required +5. Alright, what is a dagger? Rating 1. Damage 27 to 30. So the cutlass is like twice the damage. But considerably more attack time. Alright. So it's not going to be like change my life or anything. I kind of wish I could close this whole window on the left side. That'd be nice. Alright, I'm not going to go after those badgers right now. I have a feeling badger meat is not worth the trouble unless I'm starving or some shit. Hey, I see like a cave up there. Dare I brave the cave? This is a dungeon. Doors will lock once you enter. You'll have to find a master key to leave. If you die, the dungeon will reconfigure. Now, I want to get a quest. Do they have quests in this game? Or they'll be like, hey, we'll pay you to go to that dungeon. And then I'll be like, yeah, alright, now I'll go to the dungeon. Alright, yeah, critical hit. Yeah. Jinkies. Okay, 7 arrows. A lockpick? That's pretty sweet. What is this thing? Hedgehog meat. Okay. Alright, sure. I'm just following the road. I see like a orc or something down there. Pretty badass. Finding kindling. There's kindling in a neighboring area. Once you find the precise location, press enter to zoom into the area. Kindling is a useful resource that will allow you to use your campfire kit and regain lost health. Oh, there's the kindling up here. It looks like the lightning. Collect kindling. There's kindling here. Press enter to zoom into the area and collect it for campfire kit. Alright, it's a bunch of badgers. Non-hostile badgers. There's some kindling. All kindling found. Okay. Hey, look at this ruin. This could be a terrible idea. There's like sounds coming from this building. Figure I might as well mow the lawn a little bit while I'm here. Somebody just smashed that door open. That makes me feel very nervous. Why did they smash the door? What the heck is that thing? I wish I could identify stuff. Is there a way to like point at something and see what it is? Inventory, character, notes, options. Well, I have a feeling that thing is going to fuck me up. What's it going to do? Oh. Alright, it's turned around real slow. Now I'm doing it a little sneaky. I'm going to try and come up behind it. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, well. I engaged in combat. I don't know why it was even in there. Except that it was there. And I was like, oh. Is this orc gonna find me? Yep, sure is. Eesh. Brutal. You should always engage in combat. I'm so good at it. Thank you, Brad. I appreciate your vote of confidence. Let's see. Those were wildlings. Wildling bowmen. I got some bolts. And some guineas. I'm guessing those are, you know, the currency of whatever realm we're in. What is that sound? I mean, I see my armor replenishing. I know that's a little hedgehog right there. Alright, get out of here. No, there's no diagonal. They say just use the arrow keys. WASD or arrow keys. And I actually tried the num key because in a lot of these games, the way to go to diagonal is instead of using arrow keys, use the numpad, and it's 7, 9, 1, and 3 are the diagonals, but not the case here. Hey, there's a herb. But I am getting the impression, like, once you get the basic mechanics down for this game, like, there's a little bit of tutorial going on. But it's kind of cool. I don't think it's going to bring the gaming industry to its knees, but I'm surprised it's free. All right. And that's the thing is, like, I like about the game Adam and Tome to some degree is I like this kind of game that has an open world where it's not just a dungeon crawl. Oh wait, I think I saw. There we go. Some kindling here. It's a bunch of badgers. Badgers don't attack. But there's the kindling. All kindling found. All right. The world seems surprisingly big. And then there's there's the 2 layers of zoom. Okay. And then you can navigate the map. What happens if I, Uh-oh. There's a herb here. Yeah, I agree it would be advantageous to move diagonally. For sure. Maybe I'll unlock that feature later. Like one of the gods. If you please them enough, you gain the skill to move diagonally. Oh, that reminds me. There's another game that just came out that I was going to ask you about, Brad. I think it's been out in early access for a while. And either just came out or is on sale. And you own it already. And I want to say I even might have caught you streaming it randomly once. It seems like maybe one of those games you tried for a minute. And maybe didn't play a whole lot of. But it's a little bit like... People keep describing it as feeling a little bit like a weird version of Morrowind. It's a total indie game. Why did I see it? I think it was on sale. Do you know the one I'm talking about, Brad? It looks like super retro. And it's like a really bizarre world. A brightly colored thing. Dread delusion. Was that it? Why did it? Oh, because it officially released into full. It came into full release day before yesterday. That must have been why it popped up on my list. And I want to say I saw you playing it a little bit. And I've also seen a couple videos, and it looks interesting. It's not. It's supposedly it's not like Morrowind. It doesn't have like the same scale as an Elder Scrolls game. But did you play that one very much, Matt, or was I right in my impression that you got your hands on it and dabbled in it for like an hour and then moved on? Did you play it all the way through? I'm gonna add it to my wish list. It's $19.99. Full price is $19.99. I don't think I necessarily would want to play it right now, but it just looks interesting enough. You didn't stick with it for very long. Did you buy it? Like you saw it in early access and bought it, or did you get it? It wasn't like in Humble at some point, was it? Because now I'm thinking like, was this in? Because sometimes there are games that I go, oh, that game looks really cool, and then I've realized that like, oh, I got it in a Humble monthly like 18 months ago or something, and I just didn't look at it because I had never heard of it before. Okay, you saw it out and bought it. Or I'm gonna add it to my wish list because it does look kind of cool, but I just don't want to forget about it. Because I'd like to try it sometime, and particularly if ever, if it's on sale for $9.99 or something, I pick it up. There's a herb. But yeah, actually kind of this is kind of scratching the itch of what I was sort of craving. And now that I realize how little dialogue there is where you have to type, it's probably fine on the Steam Deck. I thought I'd be talking to people constantly and being like, job, dream, angels, all this shit. Winter Shoal. Ah, hold on. There's berries here. Where are these berries? And Brad, did you stream that game once? Because I could have sworn when I saw that you already owned it, I was like, I think I remember maybe you randomly streamed it one night. Because sometimes, you do Isaac and then you would jump onto something else. You do baseball or jump to something else. Like a lot of streams, you do a couple of games. And I thought I remember watching you play it. There's a herb here. Oh, what the hell is that thing? Okay, there's way much more shit. This stuff here looks insane. Now I'm getting the fuck out of here. Uh-uh. Oh, no, ma'am. Alright, that's insane. You did stream it once, okay. You completed a devotional task. Visit the wolf's hometown. Your actions please the great forest wolf. Reward 2 devotion. I don't know what the fuck that means, that I pleased the forest wolf. Towns are considered safe havens, so the use of weapons is prohibited. However, if you really want to fight, you can use F to turn on friendly fire, which will allow you to be as violent as you wish. Something tells me that's something Brad will appreciate and probably encourage me to do constantly. Press F for violence. These little guys with their blue faces. Okay, towns and friendly fire. Okay. Devotion. You have devotion to spend. This is a currency that can be used to gain gifts from the gods and increase your statistics. You can press G or use the escape right click to access the gods screen. Oh, so the Great Forest Wolf. So basically, instead of just being like, you have 2 points to spend in strength or something, the strength tree, there's the different gods that represent the attributes. So the Great Forest Wolf, each gift adds to strength, allowing use of more brutal weapons. Gifts focus on battle and the joys of the hunt. Adherents are fierce, fair, and devoted to the outdoor life. Is there any reason to not spend the points? You earn them by pleasing these gods. Alright, what are the options here? Oh, devotional tasks. I didn't even look at this shit. Let's see. Finding a legendary sword, axe, or club. Successfully hunting a deer. Defeat 200 enemies. Defeat a relic guardian. Gain the steadfast hand. Those are all things that will get you 2 devotion from this guy. Alright, now let's see what the other ones are. There's Death's Harlequin. Visit their hometown. Find a legendary rapier or dagger. Suffer every type of status effect. Defeat 50 enemies while insane. Become cursed by every other god. Gain the Trickster's Mask. Okay, so Death's Harlequins apparently is, it's kind of a fucked up path to earn their devotion, or get devotion to them. Let's see, Death's Harlequins each gives adds to finesse, allowing use of sharper rapiers, pins, and daggers. Okay. Oh, and it tells you the home, Herodus. Alright. Stat, finesse, improves stealth, dodging, and trap detection. Boon, frolic, move faster when mad. It's kind of like Millie. Taboos, barbarity. Using an axe, sword, club, mace, or scythe. So this interesting. So what happens if you use an axe? You piss off this god. Motto: death comes to us all, but we can choose how we receive him. Let's see. So what the wolf does: strength, larger pushback, and heavy weapon use. Rage, wounds during weight increase energy. Taboos, cowardice, fleeing battle. Well, I've done that already once. Motto: to each their own, and from all to the forest. This is kind of cool. Lords of Dust's hometown. Barrowland, the Red Grave, Hearthaven. Huh, okay. I'm kind of digging this game a little bit. I wasn't sure if I'd like it, but I kind of like how it's set up. It's kind of cool. All right. Oh, so looks like there's a mana thing too. So this is slam. Target direction, range 1, combat. Slam enemies back, forcing them into walls or creatures causes damage that scales based on the difference between your strength and the target's. The stronger you are compared to your foe, the further you push them back. Alright, what's this one? Hurl. Throw your main weapon at a specific target? That doesn't sound like a good idea. A slight flick of the wrist ensures that the weapon returns to one's hand after completing the journey. Ooh, I kind of like that. It's like, so everything becomes a boomerang. Alright, what else have we got? Shockwave. Leap to a free spot and smash the ground upon landing, damaging all enemies in the immediate vicinity. Range 4, area 3. Like 3 squares in each direction? That's kind of a badass ability. I think I might even like that than throwing my main weapon. I don't know. Hallowed ground. Corpses in the chosen area are consumed by fire, leaving behind hallowed ground. Standing on hallowed ground guarantees that strikes will never miss, as well as granting a bonus to all damage. That's interesting. This is some interesting abilities. Berserk. Reduce yourself to near death, but become utterly invulnerable for a period in the process. Doesn't say how long. So I think I like the shockwave of all of these. What's the last? Battle charge. Let out a scream and push your body to the limit, going an extra move or attack in the process. Now I just want to see the ones that I can't access yet. Howl. Howl into the air and summon one of the great wolf's spectral kin to fight at your side. Alright. And I think I'm going to take this shockwave thing. That's pretty cool. Now I've got some strength. Not enough to wield a weapon. That rapier, I think, that I found requires 5 strength. Who's this guy? Wimlock. I don't know how we can call ourselves warriors. It's a disgrace. What's a disgrace? We have a rogue guardian out in the woods. What? Rogue? None will even attempt to take it down. Rogue guardian? Aye, Sleathen. The stories say that Sleathen cannot be harmed by another. And nobody understands the loophole. Imbeciles. Alright, imbeciles. If they knew their history, they would know the answer. Alright, what about their history? It's obvious. Sleathen lost a tooth many years ago. Seared the Smith took it and fashioned it into a weapon. Alas, the fool fell in with pirates some time ago. Weapon? I'm noticing as you're talking, all the little terms are floating up on the screen. So that's kind of cool to remind you of like what the options are. Aye, it would be... The weapon would kill the beast. Okay. I am certain. Sleathen may not be harmed by another, but what about Sleathen themselves? See? Alright, now it's like... It's suggesting to me that pirates is a thing I have not asked yet. Enter. Rumors were they tried holing up in an old cave on the coast near the henge. Not a peep heard from them since. Alright, you know what? I want to talk to this guy again. Okay, name? I am Wimlock. Job? Trying to remember, there were standard questions in Ultima that you could ask anybody and they'd give you some kind of answer. Shrugs. Alright. Come here, goose. Come here, goose. I want to talk to you. Hiss. Alright, that's fair. Boring conversation, goose. Do better next time. Weaponsmith? What may I do for you? Bye. I can afford this club, but what do I need? Hands required. Weight. A gnarled branch trimmed and planed. Weapon favored by those whose minds are blighted, or whose forms eschew finesse. That means that one god's not gonna like it. Less critical hit chance. But I think for double... Okay, so the weapon I have now, apparently, 1 in 10 hits is critical. But this is twice as much damage. But only 1 in like 50 hits is critical. How much money do I have? I have... It says shopkeeper's funds, 2226. Does it say somewhere? My funds? Oh, 143. Oh, yikes. That's like all my money. Well, what if I ever get that, be able to use that rapier? Was it a cutlass? Oh, it was a cutlass that I had. Definitely worth more than a club. What do I have to sell? Berries? Can I maybe sell the rotten fruit? Oh, I have a large potion of healing. I realize this. Okay, there's the cutlass. But do I want to hold on to the cutlass? Sales tax 381? Wow, that sucks. I don't like that. All right. Well, I think it may be worth buying this club because I think in the short term it's a good investment. See, because this dagger is 27 to 30. Current durability pristine. I guess I'll hold on to it. All right, so now we're wielding the club. That does twice as much damage. Okay. And what is its condition? Pristine. Well, I just bought it. One would hope. Can I craft stuff? Apparently not. See, there's another vendor over here, maybe? This is the armorer. Well, I already blew all of my money, but let's just see what they've got. A shield. A woolen cloak. Oh. Okay. I don't have any of that. Do I want to steal? No. I thought I could practice combat on that training dummy or something. Oh, this dude just lives in a bed in the middle of the trees? It's an interesting town. I guess this is like the town of the wolf god, so maybe that makes sense. Yeah, they just live like, the room is just the forest. The grocer. Hedgehog meat and berries. Does all this stuff go rotten eventually? Oh, here's where you can sort shit. Bright fruit will rot. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Moldy fruit. Can I talk to that person? The witches of the Red Grave understand us. We both worship nature in our own way. Can't help feeling our way is the right one, though. Guess they say the same about us. Well, that's very self-aware. Witches. Nearly all Caldera's potions come from her followers, you know? What's your name? What's your job? Not being eaten. Well, that's good. Age? Silence. Oh, they don't like that. Alright. You notice weird bushes in the middle of the trees? There's a harrow dust symbol nearby. So I'll wager there's a jest of some sort. I know it means something, but who knows what. Not me. What's your job? Living. Yeah, everyone's rumors. No response. Not me. Okay, whatever. What is this guy? The Grandmonger? Alright, let's see what he's got. I don't have any money, but I at least like to know what the merchants sell. Sack of barley, scraps of chitin, scraps of hide, and thrasher gland. Just random shit, huh? Let's see, what do I have to sell? That's for brewing. I know I got a bunch of chitin. Can they be used for crafting? Hard shiny carapace is little used to an adventure, but fetch a fair price. Alright, I'll just sell it. I'm assuming if it could be used for crafting, it would give me a heads up. I know some games you can use it for crafting. Empty flask. Prepared for creation of potion. I'm going to assume if I want to make potions later, I will make use of that flask, so I'm not going to sell it. Do I want to sell the dagger? Wait a minute. I just realized I didn't see how fast what the attack speed was on that the club attack speed. Attack time is 30. Oh, that was kind of a stupid idea then. Well, I'm assuming attack time. Assuming that means it takes, you get 2 attacks in for each one on a club. Cutlass 24. I have to look up what attack time is. Okay. Sleepy. I'm getting sleepy, you guys. It's happening. It's happening to me right now. But it was a cool little game, though, I'll say. Let's see, what do I do? Options, save and quit. Return to title screen, yes. Okay, then quit game. Alright. Here, I go to the welcome screen just so y'all can see the, This is the music you should have been hearing for an hour and 20 minutes. If I had done it right. It's kind of dumb. I went through all the trouble of I didn't even know if I was going to play this game more than 5 minutes. But I spent time putting together a background video for the welcome screen, and then I fucked up the audio. But all right, we'll go back over here. Here we go. It's the thank you. It's the thanks for watching screen. Did you hear that, Brad? Thanks for watching. It says it right there. Thanks for watching. I think Brad must be AFK because he's not complaining that I'm ending my stream before midnight. Hey, Chris plays games. Were you lurking this whole time? Good night, CPG. I hope you didn't mind that it took me 90 minutes to start playing the game. You know. All right. Just dropping by. You just happened to come right in the end. All right. Well, have a good night, Chris. It's good to see you. And I think I'm going for. I've been doing this a lot since we got the puppy. I'll play whatever game I'm playing until I'm basically just ready to, I'm ready to go. Like, all right, I'm gonna end the game. I come in for the good night. Go to the thanks for watching screen. Let you guys look at this for a minute. Brad will be so disoriented. He probably just went to go take a piss or something, and he's gonna come back. The stream's gonna be over. He's like, "What about the hour of thanks for watching? What about the half-hour reading case law from Evidence: A Structured Approach, the textbook that I use to support my mouse? Evidence: A Structured Approach." I actually read a couple cases out of that. I think there's that one, and then we read a case or two, or I think we read a case and a dissenting opinion from the 1920s, federal income taxation. But mostly I use these because I have this TV tray here that I have the pad here. I play on my knee. I don't sit up at my desk. I put this on my knee. I got a TV tray over here. The TV tray is just a couple inches too low for to be at the right height for me. So the whole time I've been streaming, since you guys known me, this is how I've had the camera always higher so you can't see this shit. But I've been doing puppy cam the last couple weeks. So now sometimes you guys see my really fucked up setup. It works. These are two law books of roughly the same height that create one even surface across this whole thing. So my whole arm can go down here. And I got an oversized mouse pad up here. And then at some point, the first time I realized, oh, you guys are going to see these law books that I've been using as an armrest for the last 8 years. That's also why they're so beat up looking. They're all because I've had my elbow on the. Well, I keep that side down still, but I don't know that those books are good for much else anymore. Except Brad loves it when I read from them. All right, you guys. But yeah. Now I'm going to do this. Lights out. Just going to happen. We'll just let it happen, you guys. Go to sleep. And good night. Your eyes are getting so heavy. Go to sleep now, EV23. Chris plays games, and maybe someday Brad Pritchard. Go to sleep. There's a couple other people too. Maybe Nick fell asleep, but he's still here, and possibly Joss. I don't know. I'll be waiting for you in dreams. I forgot that part. I'll be waiting for you in your dreams. There, when Nick was there.